just me and my guitar.
Hey, what's happening guys? Mark back here in the shrimp cupboard. On today's episode I thought we'd make a drip acclimator. I know they've all been done before, people have done them all over the place, but no one's done them with drink straws, have they? No, they haven't. So I'm going to let you into a little secret with this stuff. It's thermoplastic, so it's you can mould it in any way you like, which is fantastic. You buy the acrylic tubes from any of the shops, or any place. It'll cost you a fortune, but this stuff's it's food grade anyway, so it's completely safe to put in your tanks, because you've got to put it in your mouth, so it's got to be safe there. Another thing I'm going to use is these. We get these in the UK. They're you use them for hydroponics, and they're quite cheap to buy. You can buy packets of five or six of them, and you just put them in between each line, so you can adjust the drip rate on your plants. But I use them for my aquarium stuff, because I find they're a lot nicer quality, and you get a nice drip coming out the end, and you can use them for various things. They take a wide variety of sizes on the pipes. They've got a nice small end on them, so you can fit the small pipes on there. Just put it in some warm water first, and then you can just slide that straight in, put it under the cold tap, and it'll grab hold of it, and you won't get it off of there unless you put warm water on it again. It's got quite a sharp little ledge on around there, if you can see. Ooh, there you go. See that little ledge around there? It grips around that, and it's fine. It's even got a nice and convenient little arrow there which shows you which way is out and which way is stop, which would be that way. And yeah, fabulous little gadgets they are. And of course the good old airline. I got a load of this stuff ages ago. I bought about 6 rolls, and it's about 25 metres on each roll for about, I think I got it for about £15, which in dollars I'm not sure how much that would be. But yeah, always handy to have lots of that, because you always get stuck and you think, oh, I've got to go to the shop now and get some more. Right, so with this thermoplastic, what we've got to do is, first of all, boil a kettle. So I'll get on with that, and I'll get back to you in a second. Right guys, kettle's boiled. First job's first. Coffee. It's got to be done. I can't work without one. Addicted to the stuff. Right, boiled the kettle. I'll just boil it once more. Okay. There you go, one boiled kettle. So I'll take one of these out. The wife will kill me if she finds me doing this, but she's reading out in the garden at the moment, so we're safe. If you see her, let me know. Right, what you do is now, you've got to dip this, because this is thermoplastic. What happens is, it's moulded with heat. So when you apply heat back to it, it goes straight again. Observe. You see it unravelling in the... Now what you've got to do, obviously it's boiling water guys. If you're young, please be careful, or get your parents to help you. But if you get it out, get a tea towel and draw it out through the tea towel, like so. Slowly, slowly. And then you can hold it straight for a couple of seconds. And then, as if by magic, we have, I can show you, look, one very long straight-ish piece of plastic tube, which can be moulded now into any shapes we want. Gone solid again, see? Clever stuff. Right, get rid of the kettle. I bought these a couple of days ago because I thought I'd share this with you, because I've been using these for a long time, and it all helps. Every little penny helps in your pocket. If you're not giving it to someone for something, you know, you can just make these things. It's so much easier than going out and buying it. It's more fun doing it. It's something that you created yourself, and it's all good fun. So there you go. There's the straight piece of plastic now. And now we can mould it into any shapes we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil the kettle again. Put that there. Oh, let me get it in the view for you. Put that there. The idea with this stuff is though, guys, it's got to be quite hot, the water, boiling, if not just gone off boil. But please be careful, because you say you're going to, especially the younger viewers, if there's any younger viewers on my channel, be careful. You don't want to go burning yourself. Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over there like that. I'm going to pour it onto it in a certain area there. So we're also filling it up. As you can see, it's starting to bend. Which way it bends is up to it. But then you can slowly push it in. I like to think of it as when you put spaghetti into a saucepan. If you fill it up to a top, there you got a nice big pot of boiling water. Preheat this first with some hot water. As you can see now, it's gone all wobbly, see? Look at that. Right, so I'll try and get you in there. So if we held that straight again, it would go straight and stay straight. See? No, within seconds, that's gone solid again. But now if we slowly bend it, there, just slowly bend until the heat and the steam gets it. I don't know if you can see that, guys. I'm working a bit blind here. But then you can bend that all the way around. Bend it slowly or you'll kink it. But if you bend it slow, then hold it there. Leave it in the water for a minute. If you have kinked it, it will right itself and blow out again. Now if you look at that, look how straight that bend is. Apart from it's bent that way, you're going to have to, while it's still soft, you can just edge it and move it. Now I tend to like leaving it just like that. Sorry. There's a little bit there I'm not happy with, just a little bit of a bend. Just there, so if you just put a bit of water on and then straighten that. Sorry, my camera works murder. There you go. Now you can make that into like a little crook shape. Now what I tend to do now, when I've got it to there, I'll dip this piece and I'll go to the other side of my tripod. I'll bend this piece now if you watch. So then again, aim that bit into the water, like so, and use the side of the glass, or whatever you're using, just to bend it out. And then you can finish it off with your fingers. It loses its heat so quickly. There you are, look, as quick as that. It's gone solid. So there you go. There's your general shape. Obviously that is going to now hook over your aquarium and go inside. And then you've got that monstrous great knife like I've got now. I'm only joking, you need a little knife. And just score it. Very slightly around there like that. And then it just snaps. And there you go. Very easy to snap on the crease. Now that goes over the tank. Okay, so now we'll put that there. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of that boiling water because the job's done. That can go back there. Hairline there. That there. Right. Okay, I'll just adjust the camera a minute. And zoom in on there for a minute. Okay then. Right, so we've got the airline now, which we can just unravel the length that we need for our tanks. I tend to like leaving these on, these little ties, and just taking my time and unthreading it, otherwise it goes everywhere and you end up in a right mess. If you've got loads like me, always take off a little bit more than you need to, because you've got the spare. And if you, well, just go to your tank and measure it, whatever you need. But I'm going to do that, put that there, chop that there, minding your fingers guys. And on this end, we're going to push the drip feeder on there. Ooh. So now he's on there like that. Now you've got your regulator on there for your drip. You can either have it coming flat out, and it will come out of there quite quickly, or you just ease it off back to drips, 1 drip a second, 2 drip a second, and so forth. Right, now we come to the other end. Now the kettle that you've just boiled, put some in a cup. We'll just stick the end of that. She will go nuts if she catches me doing this. Leave that in there for a couple of seconds to get warm. And grab your hook. And push him on there. And when that cools down, it will grab hold of that very tight. There you go. And so that is now hooked onto there, hooked onto there. And then if we stretch that all the way out and bring that around, you've got that bit at the other end. Well, there you go guys, there it is. You can see it in its entirety there now. Like I said, if you want to warm this up, just pour some hot water on there, push that there. We're probably better off grabbing it there, pour the warm water on there, hot water, and then straight away dip it into some cold, and it will set just like that. Oh, I've got to do it. Hang on. Let's do it. Right, we're back in the kitchen. Couldn't help it. Had to do it. Right, I'm going to pour this into this pot here, so I can show you a little bit easier. I know you've watched it before. There you go. And watch it again. Right, remember what I said before? Hold it there. Pinch that together, so it's nice and level with tight with each other. Dip that into the water. That will loosen up all the molecules inside this plastic. And then you can take it out. As you can see, it keeps its roundness. And then you can dunk it then into some cold water, and that will set it. Doesn't take too long. And shake that off, and then that's better. I'm happy now. I'm happy. And now we got, look, we got a clamp. So now I'll empty that out, or put some cold water in there a minute. So now when we go in, it grips. Move that to the edge. There you are, it grips the side of the tank now. So that's less likely for it to come out. When you pick it out, job's a good one. Oh, pardon me, nearly knocked you over there. Sponge back on. Just rinse that sponge out before you do put it in your tank. I forgot to say that. Just in case there's anything on there, any dust or anything that shouldn't be on there. And it's literally then, just in you go, click it on, and you're away. A nice, easy, really cheap acclimation device. And I'll say it's a DIY, which is always good in my book. Right, one thing I was going to do out here before, but I forgot to show you, is I've done it two ways. I did the last one that you saw with the sponge on the end. With this one, I've fitted an air stone on the end, which I did the same way. I just literally did this and didn't film it. Silly sod. Never mind. You can see that you can watch the video back and you can see how I put how I bent. You've just got to dip it in the hot water again, this end, get it really pliable, and then squash the air stone in, and then dip it into some cold water, and it will really grab hold of it. And that was it. It won't come off of there now. This really has stuck to it. So that's another way of doing it as well, if you want to add an air stone. And maybe I should patent it. We are primed with water. Now a lot of you probably lower your head down below the tank when you siphon, giving it a suck, and always worried, thinking, oh, I'm going to get a mouthful of fish crap in a minute. But you don't need to do that. there's an old trick we used to use on a building sites. We used to use these for levels. Now if you look, water will always find its own level. Now there's a big loop in that pipe there, look, going all the way up and into there. So you go across to the pipe. Oh, sorry, I've lost it now wherever I am. There he is. If you wait, this is a very narrow pipe, but we used to use clear pipe, quite thick, but it will always find its own level. Now as I drop the pipe, you'll see it rise. See that bubble in there rise? Here it comes, look. And you get all the way to the end, and if I drop it any lower, out it comes. Lift it up. So all you've got to do is suck it from this height, water level height. It will then go down the pipe, around to the bottom, and come back up. So if you are just above the level of the tank there, when you suck, it'll just fill up and come up level with this. You're never ever going to get into your mouth. So there's a handy tip for you there, so you don't start sucking in loads of fish food and gravel and whatever else when you're siphoning your systems out. Okay, so I hope that bit helps. And then when you're up this height, then you can just turn that from on to off, and then drop it down, and you're primed. Then you can do whatever you want. From there, you can just go a couple of drips to full out. I won't do any more because it's going on my carpet. And there you have it. So that is a handy little device. Very handy. I've seen lots of other ones made on YouTube with different brackets and things which go over the top and what have you, but with this plastic, I think it's nice and clean. It hangs on well. You can hang it up on a hook after you've finished. There you go. When you're finished, you can lock that, put that over there, push that through there, and it's a nice little catch to hold itself up. I think that's all finished. I think what I'm going to do with this is, like I said, I wanted to get to 100 subs, and I've got the snail trap, which if you look on another video how I made it, I'm going to give that away to one of my subscribers when I get to 100 subs. I'll throw this in as well, so now you'll get this and the shrimp food with the snail bottle trap as well. I'll send it to you wherever you are in the world. So keep subbing, guys. Look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to hearing your comments. Be safe, be cool, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Just me and my guitar.